with a ballpoint pen to vent and try and end this insomnia again through poetry. But sometimes this rhyming structure's strict, and sometimes it doesn't rhyme at all. Sometimes it's packed with references that shudder like an army sent to pack a bigger punch than John Prescott did in Parliament. Why is it called a blowjob if you don't blow? Ask 100 over 18s and no one seems to know. They were caught red-handed, like the lover of the flag of Ulster. My words do damage, like a flower poisoned via nurture. Now why does racism happen? And what starts paedophiles lusting? You can tell Vladimir Putin to chill out because I doubt homosexuals will rush in. See, why do questions breed questions? And then answers sound like questions. A 15-year-old schoolgirl flees to France. I think teachers need to learn instead of teaching people lessons. Falling in the same trap. But do we find it less distressing because she says she loves him back? I think maybe she was just educated into thinking that. But relax, because my skull is sewn up. There's nothing left to see here. My eyes and ears, they quell fears. There's nothing left to see here. Thank you, cheers. It's a lovely little night. I go nice in Glasgow and there's about 3 people who have just been there from before the gig and can't move without the aid of someone else. But no, this is good, I like this. The next one I wrote on the bus down, the mega bus. The experience of being in the mega bus may have tainted my judgment. It may not have been worth writing down or performing. It's called Why Does Brad Pitt Look Good Even When He Is a Young Baby with an Old Man's Face? The titles are the only comedy in I had a Benjamin Button style romance. We never once got the chance to hold hands or to slow dance to slow jams and make those stupid bold plans. It was always just, where's the nearest bedroom? And on your way home, can you shut the door? Thanks. Because we started at the end. A wise scholar called Shakira once told me the hips don't lie. And that small Playboy bunny tattoo on yours was a clear message sent. We just jumped in. We went skin on skin and sin for sin. I got tired of taking the stairs, so I just hopped the lift to elevate myself up to your expectations of me. And they didn't exist. See, we were moving too fast like a woman birthing twins. But where do I go now? Because I'm in your house and your big brothers don't like me in your dressing gown. I can only find one of my own shoes. And I've got a hoodie that's probably some of your moody ex's hand-me-downs. I think we skipped a couple of stages. Like first dates and second names and 3 family members just blatantly being racist. The 4, 5 and 6 drinks and then the crying in the rain bit. We never did that. And it's sad. Because we can't even see because urgency blinded us that we're actually a mismatch. Why do I think to be loved I have to be smothered by someone I barely kiss back? See, I'm clinging on. Clinging on to anything at all. Like Stallone and Cliffhanger, I'm just avoiding the fall and you're just driftwood. I spotted a small bleak opportunity in you and I gripped you. But now we're here with both feet stuck in too deep. We've met families, had sleepovers and argued on the street. We got jealous and talked reckless. I never listen when you speak. My Benjamin Button romance was too weak for 2 weeks. Thank you. The next piece is one of the first ones I wrote as well. It's a bit shorter than those ones. The title's not as mental as the other ones either, but we'll get back to those ones, that's fine. This is called 0, 1, 2, 3 mixed syntax, which when reading it out sounds a bit mental, actually.
Very mental.
Thank you. Yeah, this is just another random sort of wordplay type of. If I was alcoholic, I'd be in a bar somewhere drinking beer until I find myself some spirit. Is that metaphorical or literal? The vodka dribbles down my cheek until that tipple turns invisible. I've been diving deeper, I've got no oxygen, just a bit of paper and a dodgy pen. Losing friends is just a adolescent pretense. What's the next word? An adolescent pretense. We're not going to do that. That's how it finishes, that's actually the end. I've also renamed it 0.7 poems. The next one, this next one is called God's Won't. This is one that I do most times I do any gigs. It's just basically about, you know, when something really bad happens and no one can really blame it on anything and they just call it, they just say it's like God's will. Oh, it's God's will, yeah. This is just me kind of flipping that. I don't mean to offend anyone, hopefully. But it's hard to get out from here. And I'm from Glasgow, but I've never stabbed anyone. You would beat the shit out of me, everyone. This is called God's Won't. I thought it was a given that I'd be committing the sort of cardinal sins that left even that Nazi Pope in his grave spinning. But people were talking about something and they all seemed chilled. It's something I've never heard of and they all seem thrilled. The anvils of my ears are just a canvas for my peers. So tell me, what the fuck is God's will? See, you left my granddad a cancer-ridden corpse. The strongest man I knew who worked 20 hours every day spread across 2 jobs. He got his hires and a master's degree from the School of Hard Knocks. And then you left him 5 stone in his bed till his bones rot. So what the fuck is God's will? I hear of it from time to time. The folk that done that Joseph Kony film went viral. Well, me and my creative types, we find fame hard to find. Maybe we should incite some type of genocide so we can get 15 minutes, then you'll discard our image while he still keeps killing. With other AK-47 clutching children by his side. What the fuck is God's will? I just don't believe it, friend. Rapists are getting sentenced to years less than 10. How can I trust the judicial system when my sisters go out clubbing and them scum could strike again? What the fuck is God's will? The rules seem a little loose. Where do we go then when Edward Snowden can't go to Moscow when he's only telling the truth? Now I know there's different angles to every story and I'm not trying to be obtuse, but the anvils of my ears, they're just a canvas for my peers. So what is God's will? God's will, God's will. It's seeming a little fucked up, because Simon Weston was a hero and his face got burnt up. Mick Philpotts in a house of kids decides the heat gets turned up. I know lots of kids that party hard and get drugged up, but Leah Betts' mother sits at home and cannot hug her. I know we're always supposed to play the hand we're dealt, but how does that rule apply to Baby P and Daniel Pelka? My mum's devout Catholic and I find it hard to tell her that if this is God's will, then what the fuck is God's won't? Thank you, cheers. Should give that one a longer title. The next one I'm going to do is called The Eyes of the Insomniac, because I stayed up really late when I was writing it. That's really simple, isn't it? I should probably get better at the talking in between. Obviously I should. It's called The Eyes of the Insomniac. This is just about, I was going out with a girl who was a dick. And then I broke up with her and then I started going out with a girl who was not a dick. So I wrote this book. Daydreaming is different this time. I used to only ever dream about the bad things. I used to hate and aggravate all of them people that said they had things. But it's different now. Now all I hear is no, I was always kept awake by the incessant boom, boom, boom of the older model texting alternatives on that phone. But it's different now. Now all I hear is the slow, gentle creak of the swing at the swing park. A Glasgow summertime, solely defined by the hours of sunshine of which we had 2 to choose. But the other 8,758 of the year were still dominated by thoughts of you because daydreaming is different this time. It's even messing up my sleep dreaming. The monsters and the demons thieving are even leaving because daydreaming has changed. And I know why. Because you picked me. Despite other offers left on the dusty shelf, You restarted the power button and you returned me to myself with a painted on smile. You found the bleach to clean all the mistakes that made stains, and I thank you for that. Daydreaming is different. Every day is a dream. Solid as oak, rooted together, branching out, just don't leave. Thank you, cheers. I'll just do one more quickly and then I'll leave you alone. I'm not going to, I'll be here. Unless anybody says I'm shit. You what?
Can girls be dicks?
Girls?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can we? Oh, we can apparently.
Not you, you're lovely, you're adorable. I like you. Yeah. None of you girls are I'm sure you're all lovely. I'll you. Not like that. It's got really awkward now, isn't it? Always more awkward when there's a massive light on you. This is the last one I'm going to do. It's just a stupid little one I've done. It's just a quick one. I'm feeling run ragged. Like a man with half a stupid idea stuck in a den with dragons. Those meetings always seem to drag in. I'm feeling tired. Like the four corners of the rental car that we hired. We could have travelled anywhere our open hearts desired. I'm feeling fed up. I'm feeling fed up like a skinny man having breakfast with his bigger girlfriend in bed does. If you're in bed does with red lust, you end up line dancing just like my pen does. I'm feeling kind of crazy. Something's wrong though. I've been messing guys up all day. A little John Doe with some Kaiser Soze. That just goes to show my thoughts are two kinds of spacey. All the audience has ever got that. I come off and go, that works. And I was like, no, I didn't. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Should we have him back again sometime? CraigScott! Right, just a little quick thing to tell you. Shift this. Next month, next year, January the 23rd would normally be a gibber night, but it's not. Oh. It's a slam! Amalgamate is back. Oh yes, just so that I could keep that title that I was so happy with from last year when Take and Gibber amalgamated for Slamalgamate. This year, Jibber Jabber has got together with Hot Words at the Chili, Mr. Aidan Clark over there, and his partner in crime, Annie Moyer, and Apples and Snakes Northeast with the lovely Kirsten Luckins there. And we're doing it all again. So if you've not already signed up and you'd like to, this is going to be over there next to Steve in the break, so stick your name and your email address on. The prize that has been very, very kindly offered by Apples and Snakes is a headline spot at Hit the Ode in Birmingham with a fee and your travel and accommodation provided. That's not bad, is it? So get signed up for that if you wish. There's also various merchandise that you may want to purchase. Get yourselves a drink, a tab, do what you will. See you back here in about 10-15 minutes.